Warning: the content of the video that you are about to watch pertains to the harvest of fur-bearing wildlife through the practice of ethical, sound wildlife management of modern-day trapping. If this bothers you, if it triggers you in any way, shape, or form, please leave this channel now. Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. Guys, there's not a whole lot going on today, but Mike and I have been building some muskrat platforms, and I'll flip this around here in a minute and show you what we're doing. It's not really anything too exciting or too complicated by any means. They're not afloat, they're a platform. But anyway, we'll flip this around here and get started at it. All right, guys, so here's what we've got. I've made up some shorter fish steaks a few years ago. I think these are only 30 inches long instead of 36. And I had some really small shad that year for bait. So what I did is I welded a 16 penny nail up on top of the steak to accommodate those smaller shad. If you use something like 3/8, you would just tear them open, you know, and then you just have nothing but crumbling. But these 16 penny nails worked out great, other than they are a little dangerous, you know, tripping and stumbling and falling around on a creek bank or something of that sort. So what we did was we took some 2x4s here, and we've cut them, I think they're 16 inches long. Yeah, in fact, I know they are 16 inches long. And then what we'll do up here close to the spike, we'll put a screw in there to help hold the traps on. You put 2 traps, one on each end. And then we just drill a couple of holes through them here and run a piece of wire around to go around the T to keep it on there and to keep it from floating away. And then you'll just put 2 traps on it and put a trap on each end of it here and put your quarter or half ear of corn or a turnip or an apple or something like that out here, whatever you choose to use for bait. Then we went through, we're just now kind of doing this. We've decided that we ought to put a cover over top of them to keep those rats from climbing over the side. Now you can put side rails on them if you choose to. We went with a wire cover so that we could cover it with grass and mud and stuff to make it look more appealing and more inviting. And then in order to get into it, to bait it easily, we just stapled a piece of 14 gauge wire here. It'll lift up. You can put your bait back on and then just fold it back down, and there it is. You're back in business. Kind of a simple little deal. There's one there made with the traps on it, as you can see. And there it is. There's just not much to them, guys, but they sure enough do catch a lot of rats. Alright guys, I know that's kind of a quick little video. There ain't really a whole lot to it, but I do believe these are going to work really well if you choose to use them. Now the other thing we're going to do, instead of putting platforms on, is we're going to take those short fish steaks and put them in just like you would a fish steak, but instead of putting a fish on top of it, put a, you know, quarter of an ear of corn or a turnip or apple or carrot or something, and set them just like you would between, you know, put your traps between the bank and the steak and use them that way for rats. And I think it's going to work out really well. So anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in to watch, and if you would please just hit that thumbs up for me. That's all I'm asking. Once again, this is Dale Billingsley with another one. Signing out.